Okay,
Good.
these 3 little pots here that we made yesterday, I've had them covered with plastic. I've just made a little parachute out of the bag, put it over the form, and enough to slow down the drying so that it's in a controlled state that we want for trimming. This one I intentionally left open because I wanted it to dry out too much, to show you what too much is. You notice how it's whiter than the other pots? That means it's drier. Now that's too hard to trim. Some people try to trim hard pots, and I'm going to show you what happens when you do. You sit the pot on the chuck. You find centre by just working it back to where centre is, and then I'm going to try and trim with the tool. Now, can you see what's happening there? All the clay's coming off in tiny little pieces. Now, the worst thing about this is it's very unhealthy to do that because you're making dust. The clay is so dry that you're actually making dust. And you're breathing that dust in, and that dust is very bad for your health. So we don't do that. We don't do that. So what do we do with a pot that's gone too dry? We either recycle it by putting it into the bucket with all the other clay slops, or if it can be saved, you can take a sponge and you can wipe the base and clean up sharp edges, clean up any roughness there might be there, and you can finish up with quite a presentable pot with a nice finish to it. If it's good enough to do that with, that's how you resolve that problem. So that one's done.